The scent of
You
an
think you're clever,
expensive
Bukky?
cord and
I've
burnt
known since the
spirit
day I
filled
requested
the
this
massive
match.
foyer of the Adenuga's mansion. Amina stood before the floor-to-ceiling mirror, adjusting her daughter's hair tie, getting her ready to give her out to Mr. Osas, the billionaire. He is coming, Bukky. Amina
He is coming,
whispered.
Bukky, and you will smile, not that rehearsed pageant smiles. A real one. The kind that says, you're ready to be the queen of an empire. You're selling me to a man I barely know just because his father owns half the oil blocks in Delta. This is not marriage, Mom. It's an acquisition. It is survival. You think this house, this life, was built on love? No. It was built on knowing which doors to lock and which doors
The
to
doorbell
open
changed.
and which men need to
Not
let
the
hold the
heavy
key.
mahogany
Who
stone
cares
of the
about
billionaires
love
you saw they expected,
when there's money?
but a frantic
Hold on, stay
rhythmic
back. Let me
pounding.
get him.
Amina froze. She
Don't
signaled
worry,
the
I'll
house
attend
help
to him.
stay
You can go back
while
to the
she
kitchen.
opened the door
Okay, ma.
herself. Standing there
Please, this
wasn't
is
the
only for the
polished heir
mistress
to
of
a
the house.
fortune. It was a young man who handed Amina a small waxed sealed envelope. He said to give this only to the mistress of the house. The boy stammered and left. Amina tore the envelope open. Inside was a single Polaroid photograph. A grainy shot of Amina herself, 20 years younger, standing over a body in a shallow forest grave. On the back, a single sentence was scrawled in red ink. The price for her hands is not a dowry, it is your confession. Amina shoved the picture into her bodies. Her composure
Mom, who was
snapping
that?
back into place.
Don't worry,
Bukky
it's a
asked who was
mistake.
that.
Go back upstairs.
As Bukky retreated, she didn't head for the stairs. She slipped into the shadows of the library. Amina picked up the extension of the landline, and Bukky heard her mother's voice.
I did what you
sharp
asked.
and
I've groomed her.
desperate.
I've kept her pure for the merger. But the blackmailer knows about the 2006 incident. If the billionaire finds out I used his brother's disappearance to fund my startup, we are both
Bukky's
dead.
blood ran cold. The rich man her mother wanted her to
We are
marry
both
wasn't
dead.
just a
You
suitor,
understand?
but the brother to the man her mother had potentially murdered. Soon, a black Maybach pulled into the driveway. The billionaire, a man named Osas, stepped out. He didn't look like a groom. He looked like a predator.
Is she ready?
Osas
She is.
asked, and Amina lied.
From the balcony above, Bukky walked towards them both. She wasn't the pound they thought she was. She held her own phone.
The merger
The
is
recording
off,
of her mother's confession
but the show has
still
just
active.
begun.
The merger
What do you
is
mean?
off, Bukky said, eating
Look,
Recording sent?
yes, it's done. You aren't here for a wife, Asas. And my mother isn't selling me for survival. She's paying a debt. If the billionaire finds out I used his brother's disappearance to fund my startup, we are both dead.
You think you're clever, Bukky? I've known since the day I requested this match. I didn't need a confession. I needed a legal reason to seize your mother's entire holding company without a court battle. A dow of all her assets in exchange for my silence. But you just gave the evidence to the police via that tip line, didn't you? I saw the notification on my security feed.
I did. I'd rather see her in a cell than be a trophy.
Bold. But now the merger is dead, your mother is going to prison, and the Adenuga fortune is about to be frozen by the state. You'll have nothing.
I've spent 20 years being groomed to be an asset. I'd rather start with nothing than continue living on a grave.
Here they are, Bukky said.
Officer, please, this is a mistake. What is this? Let us go.
You're coming with us. Move! This is a mistake. I demand to know why. Inside the van, now.
6 months later, the Lagos skyline looked different from the window of a modest one-bedroom apartment. There were no marble floors here, and the air didn't smell like odd. It smells of diesel, rain, street food. Bukky sat at a small wooden desk, her fingers
him,
flying across
The
a
courier
laptop.
from that night.
The doorbell rang. She quickly checked her security camera. It was a familiar face.
I told you not to come here, Chitty.
I thought you'd want to see the 4th page.
Osas and Co. under investigation for billionaire linked to disappearance.
Is it over?
No, it's just the first time I'm the one writing the script. My mother is awaiting trial, and Osas is watching his billions melt away under the heat of a federal audit. For the first time in my life, I am not a pawn, a daughter, or a bride-to-be. I am Bukky. I am a ghost behind the machine. I have never felt more alive. This concludes my journey from a pawn to a power player. Bukky sent me. She told me where the rest of the money was hidden. The account even you forgot you had. My daughter is thorough. She gave it all to me, every kobo. She said it was the only way to bury the ghost of my husband. She said that? But she also sent a message. She said to tell you that she's keeping the photo. The original one. Why? I'm already here. I'm ruined. Because she knows you. She knows that in 5 years, you knows you'll try to rebuild. You'll be up for parole. She knows you'll try to rebuild. Because that photo is her insurance that you stay exactly where you are. Dead to the world. Dead to the world. I had spent a lifetime teaching Bukky that the world was a chessboard, that people were pieces, and that winning was the only thing that mattered. I realize now, with a bitter irony, that I had been a brilliant teacher. Bukky has not just escaped the game, she has mastered it. I'm a prisoner of the very monster I spent 20 years creating.